eternity. You haven't heard me. Time, we are living in eternity. Where did you come from before you were born? You know you are born so that your eternity may be disrupted. You are from eternity. So you are disrupted here so that again you go back to eternity. It's a temporary disruption of eternity. No, we have been told to respect the elders. Who is an elder? If you do not become a custodian of a throne, you are not an elder. Eldership is obtained by dominion. The elders of the city, that is what they are told. The elders who sit at the gate. That means if you cannot sit at the gate, you are not an elder. Eldership is having some dominion. And that is why we are looking at dominion. And we started looking at the components that will cause you to dominate. Like we said, you cannot dominate unless you have authority. How can you dominate when you do not have authority? Authority is one of the greatest things that will cause you to dominate. I am a man of authority, and therefore I say to one, go, and he goes. I say to another, come, and he comes. Authority will help you to give orders in the spiritual world. Many people cannot even order diseases to go. You are supposed to order diseases to leave you. You are supposed to order poverty to leave you. Poverty, I command you, leave. Lack, I command you. The Lord is my shepherd. Shepherd. I don't know who will teach me to pronounce that. I shall not lack. Authority is one way in which you can be able to dominate. And we say, do you know the level of authority? No, didn't I say that? I don't know whether I said. I didn't have notes. But you determine the level of authority, the level of your authority, by checking who is against you. If you realize the person you are threatening, who you are threatening, is a serious person, then know that your level of authority is very high. You get into that office and the person who feels threatened by your presence is your boss. It simply means you are the boss in the spiritual realm. You come here and the person who feels threatened is the bishop. Automatically know that you are a bishop in the spiritual realm. Because they feel you can substitute them in that position. So who do you threaten? And those people fight you for no apparent reason. You just do something and somebody is fighting you. The CEO is fighting you and you have done nothing. You have actually done nothing. Or you have just contributed in the meeting and they feel threatened. It simply shows that your level of authority is very high. So don't just sit there trying to coil yourself because you might not be knowing what authority you have. Who do you threaten in this life? Who feels every time you have your presence? Who feels disturbed by your presence? Who is that feels disturbed? The moment you realize that there is somebody that gets disturbed by your presence, automatically know that your level of authority is pretty high. You can also know your level of authority by the type of temptation that comes. If you realize that, you have always been tempted with a problem of 10,000, but right now you have been tempted with a problem of 1 million, it simply means you have become a millionaire in the making. Simple and clear. So don't say, how will I be able to overcome this, oh God? Okay, you can say that asking God for guidance. But please, you should learn to thank God because you are knowing that this is the level we are getting into. What kind of threat comes to you, or what kind of threat comes outside of you? It shows your level of authority. That is why a landlord will begin questioning you for no reason. You ask, why is the landlord really bothered about me? I have done nothing. Anakuja hata kuangalia vile unatumia sabuni yako. It simply shows how high you are. You are threatening him. You are already a landlord or a landlady. But so long as you realize you are not, the only thing that is worrying about you is the chocos. There is nothing else. This simply means your level of authority is very low. If you realize the threat that has come to you is higher, then know your authority is also very high. It's very high. It's a high authority. Which threat do you get? Which level of temptation do you get? At the level of temptation, which level of temptation do you get? Some of you are too used to small temptation, just because that is your level. God cannot allow you to be tempted beyond your ability. He cannot. He cannot. And if you realize that you have been repeating the same temptation, falling, the same temptation, falling, the same temptation, falling, the same temptation, falling, then automatically know that you are going nowhere. You are stagnant. It doesn't matter whether you are trying it your level best. You are actually on the same spot. You realize last time the problem was money. This time the problem is also money. No. It simply means that there is something that you have not overcome. And if you haven't overcome something, it simply means that your life is stagnated. It is not moving. The Bible says trouble should not come a second time. What do you understand by that? That one level of trouble, when it comes, you should deal with it, so that the next time